The materialist paradigm creates a world where 95% of resources belong to 5% of people, and everyone else scrambles to survive, not because humans are inherently greedy, but because if you believe this physical world is all there is, then accumulation becomes the only rational strategy against the terror of death and scarcity. The person with the most control has the most security. The system rewards hoarding and punishes generosity, and everyone trapped in this system knows it's broken, but can't imagine an alternative because the alternative requires a completely different understanding of what reality is. But when you understand that consciousness is fundamental, and the physical is secondary, when you understand that you are an eternal being playing a temporary role in a learning environment, then everything inverts. Suddenly the one who gives the most is the wisest, not the foolish. The one who serves others is the most evolved, not the weakest. Accumulating physical resources beyond what you need doesn't make you more secure. It makes you heavier, more attached, more afraid of loss. True security comes from the recognition that you cannot lose what you fundamentally are. This inversion is not a moral teaching that requires you to be self-sacrificing. It's a description of how consciousness actually evolves. Lower entropy states of higher organization, greater coherence, more functional cooperation are reached through love, not fear. A social system built on love, it is vastly more efficient, more creative, more resilient than one built on fear. The latter requires constant vigilance against affection, breeds mistrust, generates conflict, wastes enormous energy on protection and control. The former generates what you call synchronicity, resources flowing where they're needed, people finding each other at the right time, solutions emerging from collective intelligence. You've probably noticed this in your own life. When you move from a state of fear-based grasping to a state of love-based giving, things start to work, not through magic, but through the natural operation of a consciousness-based reality, responding to the quality of your being. You align with the direction of evolution, and the larger system supports that alignment. But here's what nobody tells you about awakening to this larger reality. It doesn't make life easier. In many ways, it makes it harder. Once you see the truth of what this reality is, once you understand the game you're playing and why you're playing it, you can't go back to unconscious participation. You become responsible in a new way. Every choice now carries the weight of knowingness. You can no longer pretend you don't understand what choosing fear does to your consciousness, what choosing love does to your evolution. This is the burden and the gift of awakening. You lose the comfort of ignorance. You lose the excuse of "I didn't know." But you gain something infinitely more valuable. You gain the ability to play the game consciously, to make choices aligned with your actual evolutionary purpose, rather than the fear-driven programming that the materialist paradigm installed in you. And this is where it gets profoundly practical. Every single moment of your day presents you with this choice. Am I going to choose from love or from fear? Am I going to act from the recognition that I am an eternal consciousness learning through experience, or from the belief that I am a fragile body fighting for survival? Am I going to see other people as separate competitors, or as other pieces of the same consciousness system I belong to, all of us learning together?